And actually what we do, we drop that in the deep fryer, we fry it for...
What? What's up, it's Luis from America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today we are in Bristol, Tennessee at an amazing barbecue restaurant called Delta Blues BBQ. We're gonna talk to Travis, who's the owner, plus we're gonna see some of their amazing items like their burnt ends, their ribs, plus a few other things that are gonna make your mouth water. Look, you're definitely not gonna have the blues when you come to Delta Blues BBQ. And I know you're hungry because you're watching this, so why don't you come with me? Let's go check it out. All right, everybody, so now we are inside Delta Blues BBQ, but before we move any further, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe wherever you are, and make sure to drop a comment below to see what you like the most on the episode or what you're gonna try when you come to Delta Blues BBQ. And we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Travis, who's the owner. So Travis, we really, really appreciate you having us here, especially on a day that you're closed.
Yeah.
Just for us, I feel special. I feel like I'm in the prom.
Hey, we're glad to have you here, so thanks for coming.
Okay, awesome. So there was one thing that you mentioned to me pretty much right in the beginning, and it was this right here.
Smoked chicken Philly, yeah, yep. So that's our smoked chicken Philly. So we take our chicken, it's a double process. We smoke it for about 4 hours. It's got mozzarella on it, peppers, onions, and then our homemade comeback sauce.
That's really, really good. What made you, and I wasn't expecting to have a barbecue restaurant have this, what made you put this in the menu? Because this is fire.
To be honest, our kitchen manager, Rachel, she's the one that came up with that. And so we ran it as a special and it did very well. So we just added it to the menu and it keeps growing. We've been amazed by how well that sandwich is done.
This is really good. And that bread, this is the perfect bread.
Well, thank you.
That's phenomenal. This right here, I heard about it.
That's our loaded potato salad. So it's got sour cream in it, it's got chives, it's got bacon. So it's a little bit different than your traditional, but a lot of flavor.
Now, how often do you guys do these specials, like experimenting in the kitchen? I know you and I were having a conversation. You're a bit of a foodie, bit of a mad scientist in the kitchen, right, so to speak. How often do you put your mad scientist lab coat in the kitchen and just decide you want to experiment? It
really just depends. We love to do it as much as we can. We try to do it about once a month at least. Sometimes it's more often than that, just kind of when we have time. And like you said, we'll try to put something get together, put it on the menu, see how it does, and kind of go from there with it. Okay.
Now let me ask you this. How did you start Delta Blues BBQ? Because you're not really from the restaurant industry originally.
Right, yeah. So after college, moved to Memphis, Tennessee, which is obviously a barbecue mecca.
Right.
Growing up, my family always tried to search out the best barbecue places. And after Memphis, I left there during the first recession, about 2008, came back, got into a different food business, but started cooking barbecue on the side just for fun. And then got into competitions and did fairly well. People started asking for caterings, which I never thought I would do. That took off itself and got out of the other business that I was in. And then that grew into where we are today.
Well, your degree is in what?
It's in sport management.
Now he's brought it full circle, sports management or barbecue.
Right.
Boom. Right?
True.
That's cool. Now, in regards to the catering, that's how you started, and then the restaurant developed from there. Right. So catering is pretty big for you guys.
It is, yes. Yeah, still a big part of the business today.
What do you guys mostly focus in regards to the catering? Do you have any specific type of events that you do for that?
We pretty much will do anything and everything. So we, of course, a lot of weddings, a lot of corporate events. We'll do anything from 10 people to our biggest has been about 2,400.
What? Was that all in one day?
That was in one day.
Okay, how did you survive is my next question, right?
Very little sleep for a few days before and of course the day of the event. But but yeah, we pulled it off.
That's phenomenal. So you can pretty much handle any size event.
Right, yeah.
There you go. So everybody pay attention, catering, Delta Blues BBQ. All right, you spoke to me about something very interesting in this plate, but let's start with this right here. tell me, what do we
Okay,
have?
that's our collard greens.
Now, does this plate have a specific name?
This is actually what we would call our Delta Taste 2. So it's like a sampler platter. So you get 2 meats of your choice and then 2 sides.
And this is?
And that's the burnt ends.
I love burnt ends. Let's see. Okay, we're done with the episode. No, I'm just joking. That's awesome. That's so rare. I taste the smoky flavor. They're super tender. Saltiness is perfect. This is fire, man. Oh my God.
Well, thank you. How'd you like it?
This is mine. I claimed it. Ryan can't touch it. All right. These right here?
That's our baby back ribs. Again, those are cooked Memphis style, so they're straight dry rub. We did add sauce on it for the pictures, but anyway, they're cooked super tender. Go for about 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. So I'll mess with this once we're done, because I don't want to make a mess right now. Now this right here.
Yeah, that's our collard greens, and that's actually the #1 side that we are known for. We actually take fresh collard greens, cut them up, and then we season those with our pork fat from our barbecue, actually.
They're really good. Now this right here, never heard anybody have it. When you told me, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, yep, I want to try that. What is this?
So that's fried corn on the cob. And actually what we do, we drop that in the deep fryer, we fry it for a few minutes. You can get your choice of flavoring, which this is the brown sugar. So we did brown sugar, but you can also get Cajun, you can get buffalo dry rub, barbecue, several options.
That is awesome. I've never had deep fried corn. That's really good. What made you guys add this to the menu?
Like you were talking about experimentation. This happened early on, but we were just playing around and said, hey, I wonder what this would be like. So just dropped in a deep fryer and then started coming up with the different toppings that we could put on it.
This is fire. This is really good. I wasn't expecting to have this, but you know what? This is why we travel. This is why we feature independent restaurants, because we want to find those little gems in the menu, those stories of how, you went to school for sports management and now you're a barbecue king. I said it. You have these incredible items. This is really good. Good job experimenting.
Thank you.
Better than Bill Nye in the kitchen. All right. Now, this right here, I tried earlier. I threatened Ryan with bodily harm. Let's just leave it at that. Tell me what this is.
So this is our smoked bacon bourbon pecan pies. We actually, why? So we were just trying to come up with something different again.
Right.
So that's your sweet and your salty. We partnered with a local distillery down the street here, so we used their bourbon. And then I said, well, what could we do to add just a little bit something different to it? And so we finish them off in the smoker. So it's just a faint smoke flavor, but not too strong, but you got that smoky, that salty, and that sweet all
It's
together.
phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I just love the different things that you guys are doing here, because I've been to many barbecue restaurants, but you always remember those unique things that they have. I've never seen this at a barbecue restaurant. I've never seen this in a barbecue restaurant. And that I've never seen. So, you, of course, you have the traditional, but then you have other things that are out of the norm, but they're phenomenal. So it gives people opportunities to try different things, which is great. Now, this I wasn't expecting, and everybody in our crew, we actually have a live studio audience right now. Everybody pointed at this.
Okay.
And we talked about the wings, right? So what are these wings?
So these are smoked chicken wings. So we actually smoke these for about an hour and a half. Then we drop them in the deep fryer, crisp them up a little bit, and then whatever flavoring you like on them.
What flavor is on here?
So that's the garlic parm. So it's actually got some garlic parm with some grated parm on it, on top of that.
I like it because it's not an overpowering flavor. Sometimes I feel like garlic parm wings are like very, very heavy garlic, which don't get me wrong, I love garlic, but this is a very, very balanced flavor. I'm a fan. Those are awesome.
Well, thank you.
What other sauces do you have in regards to?
On those, we have a teriyaki. We also have a Cajun dry rub. We have a buffalo dry rub. Of course, your traditional barbecue and buffalo.
Okay.
And then sometimes we do, just depending, we'll do something different. We, not too long ago, we ran a special and we did peanut butter and jelly smoked wings.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
So that was something a little bit different.
Now,
that was fun.
Any thoughts on, since you have bourbon here, any thoughts on making like a bourbon barbecue sauce for those?
You know, we've thought about it, but we haven't done that yet. So I love that idea. We'll definitely have to give that. Thank you. We'll give that a shot.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd
I think so
cool.
too.
That's awesome. Now, you also mentioned to me this right here, but before we get to that, let me ask you, what was your thought process when you were first building this restaurant? So we got a pretty intense conversation earlier about your goals.
Right.
So what was your thought process when you were creating this?
So when we were creating this, first and foremost was the quality of the food. We wanted to make sure that we used quality ingredients, did as much from scratch as we can, and do it the right way. So it's all low and slow. So that was the basis. Also, our intentions, hopefully, with everything we did in here is intentional as far as details, everything. And that's with the intentions of hopefully expanding one day. We would love to have several of these locations in the region and maybe beyond that. And just share, because we're also a live music venue as well. We have a stage up front, we've got one out back, and so you got blues, brews, and barbecue.
Right. So and that was one thing that I wanted to ask about the events. So every Wednesday you have live music right in here on the stage.
Right. Yes.
Right in front where we're facing, and then you also have a stage in the back. Your patio is awesome too, which is great. What made you want to add just live music to your restaurant?
Part of it had being where we're located. We're in downtown Bristol, which is known as the birthplace of country music. So there's a lot of live music, and we felt like we were a good fit. And a lot of people say, well, what does blues have to do with country music? Well, it's actually the foundation of a lot of modern music. So even some of the country music stars are in the Blues Hall of Fame. But that being said, we wanted to offer live music, like you said up front. So we do acoustic on Wednesday nights. We have a stage with the doors open up out to the street, kind of your Memphis, Nashville feel to it. And then like you said out back, we've got a bigger stage where our bigger bands are, and we have those on Fridays and Saturday nights.
Okay.
All through the summer.
But also on Tuesdays, you do something special in regards to the food.
Right.
Talk to me about Tuesdays.
So on Tuesdays, we run a special menu. It's called our Cajun Tuesdays. We do that every Tuesday, and that's in addition to our regular menu. So on that menu, you can find fried alligator, you can find frog legs, crawfish, oysters, shrimp, and then a lot of your traditional items as well. We run a special, so we have gumbos, etouffees, boudin balls, things like that.
What made you want to add that to the menu? Because again, that is something totally different that you guys are doing, like this, like this, like that. What made you want to add it? Why did you choose Cajun for Tuesdays?
Well, so being Delta Blues kind of goes along with the Mississippi Delta.
Okay.
All right. So there's kind of some crossover down through there with the Cajun food in Louisiana.
Okay.
And in the very beginning, we wanted to do Cajun and barbecue, but the restaurant that we ended up in, the kitchen was just too small to run everything. Tuesdays was our slowest day of the week. And so we said, well, hey, maybe we could try this menu and just do something a little bit different. And ended up trying a few Tuesdays, and it took off like wildfire. And so we offer it every Tuesday now.
That's phenomenal, because you and I were talking before, and originally because of staff shortage, you close on Mondays, right? But now because you created this Cajun Tuesdays, your sales have made up for way more than even being able to be open.
For sure, yeah.
Right?
Some days it'll beat out Fridays. Yeah.
That's mind-boggling.
It's done very well.
Tuesday beats a Friday?
Right.
How do we do that every day of the week, right?
Right, there you go.
Every day it's a Friday at Delta Blues BBQ, right?
Yes.
I love it. All right, this right here, because I know you talked it up.
Okay.
Talk to me, what do we got?
So this is our Pimento Burger. And on it, the beef is a special blend. It's a blend of chuck, short rib, and brisket.
Okay.
And we have that custom blended for us. And then it's got our jalapeno pimento cheese, bacon, fried green tomato on top.
This is damn good. Oh my God. And that pimento cheese, perfect. Again, something you don't see.
Right.
I love it. Everything you guys are doing here, I love, because you're providing something different. Yes, it is barbecue. Everybody knows the staples of barbecue. You got your ribs, you got your pulled pork and things like that. You got your brisket. But then you're providing a pretty nice sized menu of items that are completely different, that are not something that you would find in a barbecue restaurant. And that's what sets you guys apart. And that's why I love you guys as a part of America's Best Restaurants, because Now I can recommend to somebody, hey, if you're close to the Bristol area, you want legit barbecue, and you want unique things that you're just not gonna find in a barbecue restaurant, you need to come to Delta Blues. You'd be surprised the number of people that text me. I have one of my friends, I haven't seen him in 2 years. Sends me a text on Friday. He said, hey, you're the guy with the restaurants, right? And I said, yes. He said, any good restaurants, any good Italian restaurant I should go to. Boom, go here, get this and this. He said, okay, sounds good. It's a trek, but I'll go. He went. Dude, it was unbelievable. Thank you so much for the recommendation. What do you think he did the next day? Send me another text. Hey, Luis, any good Greek? Literally. So I'm very, very happy that I'm here. This place is unbelievable. Look, everybody, if you are looking for more restaurants like Delta Blues BBQ, which you should, look, if you want more restaurant content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know whenever we drop a new episode. Travis, talk to me. We're friends now. How can people find out more information about your restaurant?
Definitely go to our website, www.deltablues-bbq.com. Got everything on there. Also, we have a Facebook page and an Instagram at Delta Blues Q as our hashtag.
I love it. I love it. You can also find a full listing for them on America's Best Restaurants. Look, we talked about the food. We talked about your story, how you were a sports management and now you manage to sport a barbecue. We talked about your events. You got the stage. You got the stage outside, your live music, your Cajun Tuesdays. Anything else that I forgot to mention?
I think you covered it very well. Yeah, I think you got everything.
I love it. This restaurant, let me tell you right now, hands down, tied behind your back, blindfolded, 1000% certified legit. And again, you can find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. And look, that's it for me. This burger is literally whispering, Luis, eat me. So I'm gonna eat it. We're gonna see you guys on the next one.